Alright, this is going to be What If Tanjiro was the reincarnation of Yoriichi Part 2. Ooh, I'm not gonna do recaps because I hate recaps. If you guys wanna know what happened, well then go watch Part 1. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to start off where Tanjiro gets his sword and the crow tells him to go to the northeast to fight the pedo demons, the perv demons that like to take women. Once Tanjiro gets there, he hears rumors about the guy. He walks past him, and while he is hearing these rumors, I say, "Mister, I want to know what happened that night." And they go to a spot where the girl was kidnapped, and Tanjiro starts smelling, and he senses blood. And Tanjiro searching all over the town, and until nightfall, until he smells the blood of the demon going to cap or going uh let's see going to eat this other girl. He blitzes he blitzes there and not cuts a demon's head. He just cuts his arms off and saves her in bridal style. And then once he lands back, he gives the girl to the guy, and then they start fighting. Tanjo's not having trouble at all. He's just holding back because man's OP. Tanjo's when Tanjiro saw the opening thread, he said, "Dance to the fire god, what flash," and cut the demon's head off with relative ease. He does not use the forms or the water forms. And then we go to the Tokyo, where man meets Michael Jackson. Man meets Michael Jackson. But first, they go to the udon store, and everything happens the same where Tanjiro gets the udon noodles. Tanjiro smells Muzan blood and runs. And when Muzan sees, or when Tanjiro is about to pull a sword or unsheath his sword, Muzan and no, actually, his daughter says, "Papa, who is that?" And when Muzan sees that it's Tanjiro, he gets scared. And when Tanjiro sees a little girl, he gets down on one knee and says, "Hey, little girl, do you want to see a magic trick?" All right, so he takes his Hanfuda earrings. No, 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 no. He gets a paper and want to see this? This can turn on fire. Want to see it? And she said, "Yes, I would love to." Tanjiro sets the paper on fire using the kamikagura. And she is so happy, clapping her hands. "Look, Papa, that was so cool." And Muzan says, "Yes, that was very cool." And then Muzan still does the same thing, still gives his blood to the same guy. Tanjiro, actually, this time, Tanjiro does the same thing, and Lady Tamayo still does her a curse, her blood demon, or I don't care. And then after all that, he runs back to get Nezuko, or yeah, runs back to get Nezuko, but this time he doesn't get the no no no. He still gets the bowl of noodles and eats them very fast, normal. And then we see Yujiro come get Tanjiro and Nezuko, and there's still the funny scene where he calls Nezuko ugly. Yes, it was a very funny scene. And then once they get to Lady Tamayo, they do the same thing, explain about that she's a demon and that she's a demon doctor and everything. And then these are where the two demons were sent by Muzan. Tanjiro is gonna have easy. He's gonna have an easy time defeating them he is going to use uh, uh total concentration total concentration water breathing. Was it third form, flowing dance, I believe it was flowing dance. You guys can comment down below which form. I believe it was the third form, and kills the girl, or like the girl with the balls. Ah, round the things. I'm just gonna say it like that, round things. Tanjiro uses the second form, total concentration water breathing second form, water vortex or lateral water pool. Yeah, I believe it's that one. And that's done and done. Tanjiro, or now Tanjiro goes to the next place. The mariachi guy. I mean, like he still meets Zenitsu, like that whole funny scene, like please marry me, like I don't want to die alone. It- It's still funny scene. And then and Tanjiro still gives Zenitsu the rice cake. And let's see. Oh yeah. All right, back to the mariachi demons. So they're outside the house. Tanjiro smells blood, and he hears the two kids. And when he goes up to them, they are very scared. And Tanjiro says, "Hey, what's wrong?" And they said, "Our brother got taken by a demon, or just his brother got, or their brother got taken away because." And I mean, Tanjiro says, "But what happened here? Uh, we were walking around at night, and all of a sudden this thing came out and took our big brother." And Tanjiro would try to make them feel a bit happy using Zenitsu's bird, and this is a sparrow. And he does everything, and then the body comes flying out. Tanjiro says, "Cover your eyes," and Zenitsu's still scared. Zenitsu's still scared. You know, and Tanjiro actually, like, in part one, I said Tanjiro does have a regeneration ability. So, but 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 the guy, or like the kid, still dies. Yes, sadly, another one death. And when Tanjiro still says, "Zenitsu, let's go," and and then like Zenitsu still says all this, "Oh, you gotta protect me," and when Tanjiro and Zenitsu go in, yes, it's still the same. But this time, the both kids are with Tanjiro, so Zenitsu is all alone. He is scared, and he's walking through really scared. And Tanjiro hears these drums and says, "What is that?" And both of the kids are still scared, and calms them down. And then you see the mariachi demon, the one with the bongos, do do do, and he says, "Don't scream, okay? Go hide behind the shelf." And so they do. They they sneakily, and Tanjiro says, "I am my name's Tanjiro Kamido, a demon slayer," and says his rank and everything. And then Tanjiro smells, "What's that? Is that blood? But it's a different scent." And then this is where Inosuke comes in with the boar mask. He says, "Is that a boar mask that he's wearing?" And Tanjiro is very confused, and Inosuke stepping on the girl, and Tanjiro seeing this is like, "Hey, get off her!" And pushes Inosuke back and say, "Who the hell are you, kid? A human pushing me this far? I've never known, or I've never expected that. Fight me!" And Tanjiro says, "But don't you see that there's a demon here?" Like, ha, heck if I care. And they start fighting and everything. And Tanjiro and the drum demon still does the same thing. Inosuke gets split up, but Tanjiro's still with the kids, and Tanjiro uses the ninth form of the water breathing, and Zenitsu still gets knocked out, or yeah, knocked out. Still does the first form of the thunder breathing, thunder flashing clap or something. I forgot, but he still does that. And Tanjiro still does the ninth form and everything. But they found the big brothers, and they when they got out, I mean, like Zenitsu was already out, and Inosuke was already out. And once they got out, he saw Zenitsu really beaten up, and him hold or Tanjiro still left Nezuko outside. Yes, and you all know this part where Zenitsu it looks beaten up, and Tanjiro sees that he is holding the box very tightly because Zenitsu knows that it is precious to him. And you see Inosuke beating up Zenitsu and says, "Hey, let go of the box. We gotta kill this demon." And Zenitsu says, "No, because it belongs to somebody precious." And he cares for his sister. And this is where Tanjiro gets angry. I mean, angry. That man finna go Super Saiyan God, if I do say so myself. So that man uses total con or does the same thing in canon and punches him, but instead of breaking just the rib, he shatters his ribs because that's how much strength this man possesses, bro. This man shattered this man's ribs, and Tony says, "Who do you think you are, trying to hurt my little sister?" And Inosuke say, "Ha, you're strong. Fight me." And Tanjiro being confused, like, "What? Uh, uh, what?" And Inosuke says, "Because we are demons, so we gotta kill the demons." But and Tanjiro says, "No, you can't kill my little sister." And like they start fighting. But Inosuke gets molly. Bro. I'm telling you, bro, that man get beat up, bro. Yo, but that man gets stomped on. And then after that, they go to the Wisteria end, and then they rest up, and everything cannons. They are Zenitsu still says, "Oh, you were keeping this cute girl," and everything still says Nezuko-chan and everything else. And then now we go to the forest with the spider, and they see that the demon slayer are attacking them, and but they are being controlled by strings, and instead this time Tanjiro uses the first form water surface slice and cuts the strings, and so they are free. And Inosuke still does his beast or breathing of the beast, yeah, and locates a demon, and with the demon girl he still does the same thing. The fifth form gives her a peaceful death, yeah, so that's not gonna change. And then we go to the Ryu fight. This is actually going to go extremely different since Tanjiro already knows water beating and the Hinokami. Tanjiro would actually use what was it? I'm trying to remember. Scorching. No, not that one. He would use Watts. Yes, he would still use Watts, and still does the same thing. Ryu activates, or still uses Blood Demon Art and Blood Demon Art cutting thread or something. I completely forgot. But this time Tanjiro he says, let's see, what was it? Fake rainbow, Dance of the Fire God, fake rainbow. And then after he did fake rainbow, he used Dance of the Fire God, Walt Flash, and cut Ryu's head off. But Tanjiro is not really hurt, and this is where Konaka and Giyu and Ryu, I mean not yeah, Kaneko, Giyu, and Shinobu come in. But this time Giyu knows not to mess with Tanjiro or try to even touch Nezuko, but you know, Giyu is good boy, so Nezuko give him free head pet. Actually, Nezuko loves you. Like she thinks of him as family. And Giyu thanks Nezuko, Giyu's first friend, Nezuko. And Shinobu tries to kill, uh, or Koneko and Shinobu tried to kill Nezuko, but he just boom knocks him out. And then Tanjiro heads to the Demon Slayer core, and actually Tanjiro lets his guard off for like a mere moment, and he gets captured by Shinobu. Yes, yes, because she recovered quickly, and actually Tanjiro let his guard down and got captured. And then we head to Demon Slayer core, and the and then still everything with the wind pillar happens, but this time, but Tanjiro is still captured with the rope, and when the wind pillar stabbed Nezuko, that man, even though he doesn't have a sword or his nitrine blade, I'm just say that he can summon his nitrine blade, or he says he down to the and nobody hears this. He says in his head, dance to the fire god, fake rainbow. And then fire emerges from Tundro and burns the ropes. And then he summons his Nichiren blade. And all the Hachiros are stunned of this kid summoned his Nichiren blade. And the Wind Pillar seen this, he's like, I definitely fucked up. And and what the hell? All right. He says, or he says this out loud, and he says, "Stand to the fire, God, scorching crimson mirror." And then you see a lot of after images of Tanjiro and Rengoku seeing this. Wait, what? How do you know flame breathing? And Tanjiro beating. I mean, telling you beating, bro. This man Marley whopping the wind pillar, bro. Like he's not dead, but he's like unconscious. And I mean, and when Giyu saw the wind pillar stab Nezuko, that man said, Mm-mm, "Bro, you fucked up. Bro, you fucked up." And everybody seen that he's actually scared. They said, "What the hell?" And when the and Tanjiro's going to turn around and face the Hashiras. I mean, but except Giyu. Giyu comes next to him, and Tanjiro says, "How dare you? I will destroy you. Listen to me very closely. Touch my sister. My blade is going to go through your throat. I don't care. I'm going to kill you faster than you can see." And then Tanjiro uses a scorching crimson mirror, and after images of Tanjiro go right at their necks, they say, "I will destroy you." Or yeah, like I will destroy you. And and just for the sake of whatever, Nezuko can walk in the sun. She has already conquered the sun. Yes, and when they see that Nezuko is standing in the sun, they're like, "Ultimate conquered the sun." And Nezuko comes towards him and I'm gonna just say that she takes off the bamboo, says, "Brother, please stop." And Tanjiro stops and calms down. And all the Hachis are scared, so they know to never mess with Tanjiro ever again. Hold up, hold up. Uh, I guess it can go for longer. But Tanjiro's not really hurt at all. He is just fine. But Inosuke and Zenitsu still go where Shinobi is. I mean, but like Rengoku says, hey, hey, Kid, were you using flame breathing? Chanjo says no. Flame breathing is inferior to mine. Mine is the dance of the fire god, Hino Kami Kagura. And the Hashiras don't know what it is. I mean, but Rengoku knows. But but how? But that was the first ever beating technique ever created. And all the Hashiras are like, wait, what? Really? And Tanjiro says, yes, it was the very first beating style ever created. I was a young prodigy. At the age of 7, I already know how to use total concentration. No, at the age of 6, I already knew how to use total concentration. And all the Hashiras are like, this boy's 6 and this man already knows how to use total concentration? I mean, Giyu's not surprised. But, okay, so, like, in the last video, I said that Tanjiro's gonna have a 12th form. I'm gonna say that he does not create a 12th form. He still has the 11th form. Dead calm, of course. But I'm gonna change a few things from part one. Tanjiro's mom is dead, and but except Nezuko. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna change.